Now next we are going to discuss about revenue streams. What are revenue streams? They are basically the streams from where the revenue is going to come in. So just like an ocean having various rivers or the streams that fall into ocean to make it ocean, the same way is where you also need to have a revenue stream. Every business that you are planning needs to have a revenue stream. Otherwise it is not a business. Yes, you might discuss or debate saying that there are some businesses which have been made very big and still they don't have revenue streams. Remember, they are just one or two which you can count on your fingers. The whole plethora of the market is all about businesses which have revenue streams. Now, for any business that you are starting, you will have a revenue stream, because without a revenue stream, you cannot generate a business nor you can scale up a business. Now, for example, let's say if you are into a mobile app where you are planning to have a mobile app which is going to be downloaded, and what would be a revenue stream for a mobile app? It would be one, the advertising that you run onto it. But remember, advertising is going to be very meager revenue that is going to come in. So you need to have something called the core, or the process where this is the revenue stream which is called in as the meat, wherein you ensure that whether the business runs or not, this revenue stream is going to generate X amount of revenue. For example, let's say if you are a phone manufacturer, so the major revenue stream for you is the selling of the phones. So that becomes your revenue streams. It is always advisable to have more amount of revenue streams, but at the same time, every revenue stream should justify why is it called in as a revenue stream. That happens when you talk about sales forecast, which we'll be talking in the coming videos. Now in this, what happens is you need to have clarity. This is my revenue stream and this is what I'm going to generate the revenue from. For example, if it is a manufacturing, the end product will be a revenue stream. Now remember, when you are into manufacturing, you need to have more amount of products with the differences to ensure that each and every product can be sold in. That is why you see launches that happen every 15 days and 20 days when it comes to mobiles and cars, because every car that comes out is a new revenue stream. So ensuring having more number of revenue streams will ensure that your total turnover or the revenues are going to be pretty decent, because you may not be in a position to understand each and every customer segmentation and his requirement. For example, let's say the shoes. If you are a shoe manufacturer, you do not know which size is going to be sold in how many number of pieces. So that is where you need to have as number of possibilities, because that is going to increase the more of your revenue streams. Like for example, if you say, no, I'm going to just manufacture size number 6 with only for formals, that means you are limiting your revenue streams to just one product. So more number of diversification of products will ensure you have more revenue streams that will ensure that you have a better input coming in from your total turnovers. Now, when it comes to revenue stream, you should also remember things that when you are giving sales forecast, this is directly connected to the sales forecast. Let us see how does that happen. Now, for example, you have 10 revenue streams saying I'm going to sell 10 products into the market. Now, at the same time, when you're writing the sales forecast, you need to write it for all the 10 saying this is how month on month I'm going to increase my sales. Now, remember, how does that get affected to your media and advertising budget? Because you just can't keep giving sales forecast without understanding what is the amount that you need to spend to ensure that those number of sales do happen. Now that will again depend on your manufacturing, it will again depend on your distribution, it will again depend on your inventory management. So that is how the whole chain slowly starts to become much more serious than what we started when initially we started about with the how to write a business plan. Now we are into a segment where crucial decisions of the management or you as the founder come into existence. Let's say you are manufacturing shoes for women specifically. Now you need to have clarity with regard to revenue streams in terms of shoes, whether is it going to be formal, informal, is it going to be sneakers, slippers, or whatever that you are going to come out with. You also need to understand how many designs that you are going to keep per SKU. So keeping these things in mind will automatically get connected to each and every component where you can take your strategy. Remember, strategy is just not what you think about. It comprises a lot of parameters that fall into the bucket, and then the whole appearance comes into existence. Hope it's clear what is revenue streams all about. Thank you.